Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. Guruna hatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaikshamapih loke hatvartha kamastu guruni haiva bhunjiya bhogan rudira pratigdhan. Substance. Better it is in this world to live on the food of beggary than to kill my most noble teachers. But if I kill them here, I could enjoy only such pleasures as are stained with blood. Sixth sloka. Na chaitadvidmaha kataranno gariyo yadva jayema yadi vano jayeyuhu यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषाम स्तेव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः. Substance. And further, I can hardly say whether it is better for us that we should conquer them or that they should conquer us. These very people killing whom we do not wish to live, the sons of Dhritarashtra, are standing in front of us. Not knowing what to decide and how to act, Arjuna surrenders to Lord Krishna. Seventh sloka. Karpanya doshopahata swabhavaha pruchami tvam dharma sammudachetaha yachreyah syan nishchitam bruhi tanme sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Substance. O Krishna, my mind is distracted by the taint of pity and I am ignorant of what my duty is, and so I ask you to teach me what is good for me. I am your disciple. I take refuge in you. Commentary. Karpanya doshaha. Kripanaha commonly means a greedy man, a beggar. It means also a man ignorant of the knowledge of Atman. The first meaning does not apply to Arjuna, for he was never known to be greedy or a beggarly spirit. Therefore, the word should here mean ignorance, according to the meaning given in the Upanishads. In the first discourse, Arjuna speaks, Krishna listens and remains silent. Arjuna speaks of dharma and adharma as if he knew the secret laws of virtuousness and action. Still, Krishna remains silent. Perhaps the Lord thought that he should not speak till Arjuna asked him to know the truth. But Arjuna was not a common man. He understood his state of mind and the terrible perplexity and despair into which he was plunged by the tremendous responsibility of the situation. He realized that his own estimate of the situation was not all true, as his mind was distracted by sorrow and despondency. So he stops the flow of his own obsessed thoughts and feelings and simply surrenders to the Lord to enlighten him and show the right path of action. He assumes the correct position of a humble disciple. The Divine Master was pleased with Arjuna's humility. So it is in the relation between all disciples and teachers. The more humble the disciple is, the greater is the love of the surrendered to the Lord. With complete faith, Arjuna sought for light and guidance. The Lord at once took upon himself the responsibility of a guru. He taught him the highest wisdom. He cleared all doubts and answered the questions. He revealed his universal form, Vishwarupa, and in every way pulled up the sinking Arjuna from the slough of despondency. Arjuna did a great service to humanity by his self-surrender, for the Lord had then the proper occasion to deliver the message of the Gita to mankind. Let all seekers understand the inner meaning and significance of the subtle relations between the disciple and the master. Mind distracted. Nature in its own virginal state is pure and in every man. It becomes despoiled and impure by bad elements like lust, greed, and hatred. Without these defiling elements, man's nature is verily divine and spiritual. The whole attempt of religion is to show the way how to bring back the mind to its original state of purity. The position of Arjuna is not the impurity of the lust or greed or hatred, but of ignorance, which rendered him incapable of deciding the great problem of rituous action in that critical situation. The unwise do not seek for a remedy, even though all of them pass through the same state of perplexity and confusion in solving the problem of life. On the other hand, Arjuna discovered his mental weakness and immediately sought for a remedy. What is that remedy? Taking refuge in the Guru. Who is that Guru? The blessed Lord Krishna himself. Arjuna surrendered to the Lord and appealed to him, I am your disciple, command me what I should do. He fell at the feet of our Lord. His egoism vanished. This is the surest path to spiritual realization. This is the ship that takes the bound soul across the ocean of samsara. The Guru is the expert pilot. If he is at the helm, there is no danger of any storm or tempest in life. He takes the disciple who has taken refuge in him safely through all dangers to the heaven of peace and freedom. Therefore, the aspirants should surrender to a competent guru and practice the virtue of humanity. Then they receive illumination and realize the supreme. 8th shloka. Nahi prapasyami mam abhanutyat yachyokamuchoshanamindriyanam avapya bhuma vasapatnam mriddam rajyam suranam apichadipatyam. Substance. Though possessing prosperous kingdom free from rivals and holding even power over the gods, I do not yet see what could remove this sorrow of mine which burns up my senses. Commentary. Though a man possesses all the power and prosperity in the world and even acquired lordship over the gods, yet it cannot remove the distractions of the mind. The disease of the mind cannot abate by feeding it with greater wealth, power, and position. To discover this truth is the very first step on the spiritual path. Arjuna understood it clearly. So he confesses that power and lordship over the three worlds cannot remove the withering sorrow. The storm does not abate. This only cure for all the diseases of mind is the knowledge of the Atman. It is this supreme panacea which Lord Krishna offers to Arjuna. Therefore, it is clear that what one should strive for in this life is not power or position or enjoyment, but the knowledge of the Supreme Self. Sanjaya narrates what Arjuna did afterwards. Sanjaya Uvacha, 9th shloka. Eva mukva hrushikesham ghudakeshah param tapaha na yotsya iti govinda ukva tushnim babuvaha. Substance. Sanjaya said, having spoke thus, Arjuna, the destroyer of foes, finally said to Lord Krishna, I will not fight, and became silent. Sanjaya narrates what Krishna did then. 10th shloka. Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha prahasanniva bharata senayorbhayor madhye vishidantamidam vachaha. Substance. O King Dhritarashtra, seeing Arjuna lamenting in the middle of the two armies, Lord Krishna, as if laughing loud, spoke thus to him. Commentary. As if laughing. Hasan means laughing. Prahasan means laughing loud. The man of knowledge is generally amused when he hears the talk of the ignorant and observes what they said and do. Arjuna was caught in the grip of sorrow, as he did not understand the hidden laws of Dharma. Lord Krishna was the very embodiment of knowledge and Dharma. Therefore, the spacious arguments of Arjuna, the spurious feelings of pity and compassion, the mental distraction and physical collapse of Arjuna raised a smile on the lips of the Lord. Those who have not transcended avidya suffer from a false identification with the creations of Maya, the body and the mind and the other worldly objects. The man of knowledge, on the other hand, knows that he is never contaminated by the modifications of the body and mind, and looks at them from the vantage point of a disinterested spectator. That is the difference between the wise and the ignorant. When a man sees a rope and knows it is only as a rope, he is naturally amused. To see a man of defective sight who takes the rope to be a snake and jumps about in fear and confusion. The father laughs at the peculiar ideas and behavior of his little children. So does the wise man smile at the fanciful theory and conduct of the ignorant. To the ignorant, Goshpadam Sagarayate, a span of ground appears like an ocean. And to the wise, Sagaram Goshpadayate, the ocean becomes a span of ground. Lord Krishna was the master of yoga and gnana. To him, Arjuna's peculiar argumentation, his bodily and mental agitation appeared laughable. So a smile beautified the sublime features of Lord when he observed the mental acrobatics of his former friend and present disciple. Look at this picture that the wailing Arjuna and the smiling Lord. Such exactly is the difference between the wise and the ignorant.